I would say opposite sexes to have strong connections across large gaps of age. There, I think that's a good way of saying it. No, I don't know what that is, because, like some of these TV shows, you have these moms. Look, like these dating shows are insane. I'm not even gonna get into it because then I'm down a rabbit hole. But my point was, no, look, I can't get over this idea of MILF Manor. It's like you have all these older moms bringing their sons. Look, it's not going to be shocking in a couple years, okay? So that's why I'll refrain from saying or commenting, so that in a few years, once everybody is cool with it, then I can just be silly. And then be like, well, this guy's like behind the times, okay? Did you not realize that we're on season 10 and that this happens? I'm gonna stop. Why can't I get to the real point at hand? The real point is, I think there's advantages, some strong advantages to owning an older vehicle. Yes, you might have more maintenance more often, but I was just thinking, I'm like, it's simpler. It's a far simpler design. So maybe after you've replaced those parts that, are kind of like higher braking probability, like in like the life cycle of the vehicle, I guess. Like, so those, like, like the Mayan calendar, like there's the short count or the long count, like the big cycle and the small cycle. So like, all I'm saying is that I think we're gonna find, like, I think right now we're trying to like stuff as much tech in the cars as possible. But I think the further away we get from this like starting point of when we thought it was amazing, I think there's like this balance where, we're gonna be like, okay, we don't need all of this. Why don't we just have it where it's necessary and then streamline everything for efficiency? I think that's where we're gonna end up. And at the moment, like the new cars that are being released, I personally don't want that much tech. I really don't. I don't need my car to do all that. So now now, don't get me wrong. See, this is what I'm saying. I don't mind having a vehicle, like a vehicle in the family that has that, but like I don't want every vehicle to be like that. Like me personally, look, I'm just saying, if I had money, I would stick to a certain brand. Like, so like I would stick with BMW because I appreciated BMW my whole life, but I've never really been into them. And so I feel like that's where I can learn the most because I don't have any experience. So, and then I picked the straight 6 because I think it's a beautiful engine. It's very smooth and reliable and long lasting. If you take care of it, obviously everything is long lasting to a certain extent if you take care of it. But I just think, I don't know, it's a beautiful car. And I just feel like, what if I was silly and like thought to myself, you know what, I should take this opportunity to preserve a certain look, a certain style, a certain drivability, and make a little effort to preserve that. And if I could find, because I'm seeing vehicles that like fall into this category of like, they have, and it doesn't have to be turbocharged. It could just be like, your naturally aspirated 6-cylinder, manual or automatic. But then, you're like in your rear wheel drive, like the newer models have all-wheel drive, but I think there's this like really good foundation. Rear wheel drive, 6-cylinder engine with a good transmission. And the solid, you have a solid, you could go, I appreciate the convertible, I do. But I'm trying to find the same vehicle in a 4-door. There's Z version too. What is that? The Z4. I think that's a cool car too. I'd like to like drive one day. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm at 5 minutes. Thank you. I love you. Hopefully we talk soon. I think it'd be cool. That's what I was thinking about. I'm like, I'm trying to put like zero weight into anything. Casual conversation. You think I'm cool? I think you're cool, that's awesome. You don't think I'm cool, that's awesome too. You know, we don't ever have to speak again. No, that's the way I look at life. You know, I'm like, if someone doesn't enjoy my company, I'm cool with that. I don't see anything wrong with that. You know, there's 8 billion people on this planet. I'm sure I can find a couple 100,000 that think I'm okay. And maybe in the couple 100,000, there's a couple hundred that think I'm really awesome. And then in those couple hundred, maybe there's like just a handful that really love me. And I hope I meet those people one day. Thank you.